What's up, guys? Come on in and join me for a lower body workout. We are going to make up for the one we skipped on Wednesday. So we're going to start with narrow squats with our weight plate. We will use the barbell as we move forward into the workout. We have shrimp squats, we have windmills, we have our reverse squat, which I haven't showed you yet, but we'll get into that. That one is coming at the end. Just I'll talk you through what it is and we'll see what we can do there, because it is very challenging and I myself have not done them in quite a while. So if you have a weight or a plate, grab it out now, and we're just going to start off with our narrow squats. So feet are facing forward, we don't want to be too wide here, just there, and let's sit it all the way down. And next time go over. We're only going up to 20. Try and keep the heels down. So if you are limited in your ankle mobility, it is going to affect the depth of your squat here. So don't worry if you're not getting super low. Keep pushing. Two more. Final one, bring that weight overhead. Sit it all the way down. And release that weight. Okay, we will come back for these, but we're going to jump into our curtsy knee taps. All right, let's, in between our exercises, if you have a weight, or you can use the plate, yeah, let's do that. So in between, as our recovery, hold that weight overhead, let's march it out. Go 13. Four more. 3, 2, 1. So we are working lower body today. Shoulders are going to get it as well, and your core though, because we're going to add that between each of our exercises. So curtsy lunges. Again, we want to lead with the knee. So one foot is facing forward. Let me go for side on so you can see. As I tap the knee down, it's coming just behind the back heel. All right? So lift up, tap. Woo! We nearly got up without putting the foot down. If you can, do that. Okay, so maybe that rest day was needed. We're going to go for 10 on each side. Let's try that again. I hope it wasn't a fluke. Keep going. It's amazing. My son's got his mouth wide open. See what you can do if you keep trying. Let's go 4 more. I am feeling that in the ankle though. We do need to work on our ankle mobility. Let's go for 3 more. So everyone's progress progress will look different doing these things. So if you're not quite there yet, don't worry. And it could also be that you're not well rested or that you have been pushing yourself extra hard. So you're not always going to go into your sessions and have the same, how do we say? It's not always going to look the same. So one day you might be doing everything and it feels really easy, and then the next time you go in, it just doesn't. And that doesn't mean you've regressed or that you are unable for it. It just might, it could be a combination of things, of all the training that you're doing, what you're eating as well. If you're not getting enough carbs, I know for me it does affect me, and I am on a deficit at the moment, which I haven't done in quite some time. So these other things will come into it, but as your body adjusts, you adapt, and then you will start to see them changes. So just keep pushing forward. Don't give up, all right? Let's try the other side. Let's go for 10. And then we're going to go back for our knee lifts. Okay, really try. We know it's possible. Some days you get them little glimmers of hope and it just keeps you going. Let's go 5 more. We can do this. Yes. 4 more. Did you try on that one? Are you trying? Let's go 3. Scream, shout, do whatever you need to, just get it done. 2 more. It's about to swear there. Remind my tongue. Okay, arms go all the way overhead and let's lift. Just for 20. So it will all come together. It will. We're working in the right direction. We're doing all the right things. So it's just a matter of time. Okay? Time and patience. Grab out a single dumbbell. We're going to go for our single legs, all right? We have done these. Easy peasy. 10 each side. So let's go down. And then we're just going to try and come straight back up. But if we need to replace the foot down, we will. All right? Take a second there if you need it. We good? Are you ready? Have you got yourself set up there? Okay, one heel is elevated. Just make it a little bit easier on yourself. And then we can progress. Yeah, because sometimes we try to jump in too much too fast without these stepping stones that are going to get us to our goal. And you need all them steps between. You need them. Once you advance past, you leave it behind. But as you graduate up, you need to have these little milestones and stepping stones that are going to get you there. Okay, so don't skip out. But if you are ready to put your heel down and you can go all the way down comfortably and you're able for it, do it. Okay? All right, are we ready? Okay. Nice deep breath. If you can grab the foot, you can do that, but it is easier with it just above the floor there. Bend that leg, bring the arms out for balance, sit it down. Try to come back up if you can. If not, don't worry, okay? We are working on it. Let's go 8 more. Nice and slow on the way down, so you can find your point of tension and try to feel your body, feel where that tension is, so you know where you need to work on, because it will be different for everyone. So when I get to the bottom, I'm relaxed in that position. So I can lift up ever so slightly, but then I feel the tension and my leg will tense up. That's where you need to push, okay? We've got 8. Let's go for 7. Come on. 6 more. That's your sign not to stop. 5. You can really feel it. Let's go 4 more. We can do this. You might need to lean more into that leg just for now until you find that strength to come up, and then you can try and centre line. How many have we got? I got too excited. Okay, don't get too happy because that throws you off as well. You'll notice that. Every time you're too happy, something goes downhill. Okay, so bring yourself down. Don't get too excited, all right? We're not there yet. Let's go 4. Two more. And if this is your stronger side, don't be surprised if you go over to the other side and it doesn't look the same. Let's go for 2. Oh. Oh. 1 more. Okay. Good job, guys. Oh, maybe it's my new skincare routine. I don't know if you can see, but my face is really red. I got this Dr. Pen. It's like a micro, if you've ever had that micro needle treatment, it's exactly the same as that. You put all your serums on and just scrape the hell out of your face with needles. Anyway. That was more painful than this, to be honest, so. Oh, let's go. 10 into the other side. Elevate that heel. Give yourself a little second, okay? Are we ready? Just 10. And again, if you need to put that foot down, there's no shame, all right? We're just learning. We haven't been doing these for very long, so if you're making any sort of progress, it's good. You're moving in the right direction. Like I said, we are doing everything that we need to come to our end goal, which is to do the single leg squats unassisted without these weights to help us lift our heels We need to increase our ankle mobility. We have been working towards that as well with some of our other exercises. So let's keep pushing forward and we will get it. Okay. Let's go 9 more.
Hey.
I got too happy. All right, calm down. Let's go for 8. When we can do 10 of these confidently, then you can smile. 8. Let's go 7. Try not to get frustrated with yourself as well. Okay. And this is where you need to leave your emotions out of what you're doing, because you have a goal and you need to fixate on that goal, and you can't let yourself go either way. So you can't let yourself get too disappointed or frustrated if you can't do something, but you also can't get too happy, because you need to keep your center so that you're able to keep going and keep pushing forward. If you bring too much emotion into things, you get too happy or too disappointed, then you'll find that you just don't make any progress and you can't do anything then. Let's go for 7. I find that. I don't know about other people. So just really focus on what you're trying to do, okay? We're not at our goal yet, so we can't let ourselves go feeling any type of way. We're just learning. Let's go 5. Shake it out. Refocus. 4 more. Are we ready? Yes. 3 more here. Down too quick. Slow it down on the way down. We should feel quite confident moving at a slower pace on the way down. Slower you go down, it's going to help us more with the coming up. If you're just dropping into the bottom, then you might even need to power to get back up. But if you're used to going at that slower pace, and you have that control, that's what we want. So eventually, once we get used to doing these single leg squats, we should be able to go down with our leg lifted and stop at any point that we want and just stay there. So we should be able to hold it in the bottom with our leg up, come up, hold it for 2, come up, hold it for 2, come up, slightly at the different stages. So this is what we want to get to that point, okay? So we can hold it in all positions. Let's go 2 more. So even when we do these single leg squats, we are not done yet. There is still more to come. Let's go 1 more. All right, grab that weight up. March it out. March it, march it. Arms go up and lift. Okay, we have a single leg roll up we're going to try today. I just lost count. Let's go 10. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop that weight down. Let's try. Let's try. We will grab a weight just to assist with this because we have been using one for both legs. So let's try it. I'm going to grab a weight. Okay, so we know we can go down single leg. We haven't tried without our... Let's bring a plate in that's slightly... Still going to be slightly elevated, so I'm going to use my plate there. All right. Using the plate, make sure you've got space around you. Okay, heel is going to be elevated. This is slightly lower. Why am I making it so hard for us? Okay, we have to try. Let's use the weight, let's use it. Come on. Get that little glimmer of hope back.
Yeah.
All right, so we know we can go down in our single leg. We know this. Can we come back up? So that is the question.
Hello?
Okay, let's try without the weight, and then if you find you need that to come back up because it gives you that little bit of momentum, then we'll try it. Okay, so we're just going down. We're going to try for 5. All right, so heel is elevated. I'm going to try the other side first. Heel is elevated. So why it feels better on that side. Why? Okay. Bring that leg out. Roll yourself down. The weight's gone. I don't think I'm going to be able to come up like that. Okay, we'll just go for our sit it down and roll it back. Then we can come up with both legs first. Let's try that. If you can go for the single side, do it. Okay, so this is going to be an added challenge anyway because we haven't got our heel elevated, but we will give it a go. All right, why does this leg feel funny today? I feel more confident in my left side for some reason. Okay. Lift that foot. Let's drop it down. Roll back. Oh!
Me.
Try the single leg if you can. We nearly got it. Okay, let's start from the top. Let's go for 5. I think we might have needed that rest day. Whew. Okay. What's changed? Something feels different. Okay, let's go for 5. Okay, let's try 4. We'll try. We're trying. We're doing this. Lift that leg out. Just 4, okay? Focus. We're not happy. Let's go for 3. Let's go 2 more. Okay, we're getting a little push off, we are. Small progress is better than no progress. It all adds up. Oh, we're doing this. Let's go 2. and it's not been that long. So let me know how you're getting on. I really want to see that you're making progress for yourself with these. That's why I'm doing this. It's not just only for me, it's for you guys as well. And we're training in exactly the same way. So although our progress might look different, the steps we're taking are the same. So you will get there. So please drop me a comment and let me know if you're making progress with these. Just so I know. Let me know how you're getting on. If there's anything else you feel like you need to work on more, what's stopping you? Is it your ankle mobility? Have you got tight hips? Maybe you just don't know. If you want to jump on a Zoom call and we can do a one-on-one, I'm happy to do that for you guys as well. Let me know how I can help you so you can get the progress for yourself as well, okay? Because it's very hard to work with someone when you can't see them. So if I could see how you're getting on, I would know what we need to work on for your individual circumstances for you to improve. Because not everyone has started at the same point with these. I've been training for a long time. So for me, I have good mobility in my ankles. I have good hip mobility. I know how to train these things. If you don't, then of course there's going to be a difference in the way our progress looks, because you haven't had the training that I've had, and that's all it comes down to. So if you need extra help, if you want some support, if you are trying to make progress here with me, you can drop me a comment, let me know. And I'm happy to offer you extra training. Jump on a call. I don't know how these things work, but we can look into it and try. Okay? Let's go to the other side. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay? Let's lift that leg out. So for some reason I don't feel very confident with that side today. I don't know why. Let's go 4 more. What is it?
Use your left side.
No, I'm using my right side now. You can't just use the other side because the other one's hard. Sometimes it's just in your head. Let's go 3 more.
But the left side's hard.
No, my left leg's stronger than my right leg, but this is the one that I have no ligaments in my knees. Let's go 3 more.
Yeah.
Okay, even if you need to push up a little bit, again, we do our push-up abs there like that. So if you do jump in, those help us with these movements as well. Let's go 2 more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just 1 more there.
Yeah.
And push yourself up. Let's grab that weight all the way overhead. And then we have supported shrimp squats. I don't know why they call them that, but we're going to try. We might actually, because we have been training in this way, we might be able to do these, but we need to build our confidence. So I'm going to use the deck and the wall for support as well. And then maybe within a couple of sessions we'll be able to do these unsupported, because we have built enough strength now to do that. Let's go for 10. So if we're able to do the single legs all the way down, this one we should be able to as well. We're not travelling as much distance, but we have to come up from the knee. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop that weight down. All right, shrimp squats, supported with the deck. So basically all it is our squat variation where we grab onto the foot and we tap the knee down. Okay, so we'll use the deck just for now, just because we haven't done these before. But if you are able to, or if you have a pole or a bar, like if you are in a gym and you're doing this and you have, you know, the bar that's in front of the mirror, the ballerina thing, you can lift your foot up and tap down. Otherwise, with me, just for now, I'm just going to put it a little bit lower because I know we can go down. That's a little bit high up there. Okay? And if you want to grab a blanket, a pillow or something to tap your knee on, just so you don't, because if you don't have the control and you go down, you're going to smash your knee off there. So if you need that, grab it now. I don't want anyone getting any injuries or hurting yourself. Okay, we're not going to use weights or anything for this, and we're just going to go, because we're trying it for our first time, 5 on each side. Okay, so when you're trying new things or things that are quite challenging, just reduce the amount of repetitions and build the confidence in yourself first, because if it's quite challenging already, once you fatigue, you just won't be able to do it anyway. So there's no use of saying, oh right, I'm going to do 20 reps of this, or, you know, giving yourself a big target or goal when you're already not confident with that movement. It's new. So just go for 5. We'll do 5 on each side. We are going to come back through for 3 rounds we have here. So we're taking a nice relaxed pace with these as well. We're not trying to rush through here. Nice, slow and controlled with those movements. And that's how we're going to get there. Okay, I'm going to grab a pillow. I'm a big softie. Grab onto the door. You don't need it there. No, I know I'm quite quite tight muscles. If you're feeling tight, make sure you are stretching out. Alright, grab onto that foot, just pull it back there. Open up a little bit, make yourself more comfortable before we go in here. Okay. Alright, so bring yourself quite close to that deck. Your legs are just hip width apart, so you don't want them too close together like that, and then you're here. Just bring it slightly out so you have that distance. Grab onto the wall, and these are called shrimp squats. I don't know who came up with that, but okay, that's not really that low. Again, if you're not comfortable grabbing onto your foot or you can't reach back there, you can grab a band. I'll show you that as well. I'm going to do that with you, I think, just to make it slightly easier for myself. Okay, so just grab on there. And then we're just going to sit it down, tap. If you don't need to hold on, don't. Let's go 2 more. Find your balance and stability first. 2. Let's go 1 more. 1, and release. We'll go to the other side. Okay? So we're only going for 5. What am I doing here? How did I work? This one. Okay. Okay, so we'll figure it out. We will. We're not even that far in and we're confused already. Okay. Pop yourself over. Again, we're just tapping down. We don't want to stop there. Tap the knee, tap and lift.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, that will really fire up your glutes there. Okay, so we've made it through our first 5 exercises. We do have 4 weighted exercises. I'm not sure if we should go back to the top now. Let's jump into our weighted sets and then we'll run back through, maybe just one more time because the session will be very long. So, this is our halfway point. If you only want to do the body weight stuff, you can stop here and then just run back through another 2 times from the top. Otherwise, if you're coming with me for the weighted sets, we'll jump straight into that. We've got 4 exercises and then we'll go back to the top and run through everything, okay? So, we have, grab your barbell out. All right, I'm gonna load up today because I am feeling fantastic. So load up your bar, but bear in mind that we do have higher repetitions. So make it challenging for yourself, but not to the point that you should struggle on your last couple of reps, but you shouldn't be struggling the whole way through. So if you know you're gonna struggle from the start, just drop some weight off the bar. All right. Okay, this is our little resting point. We didn't get our knee lifts in either, so we'll go there first. Okay, we did not have our midweek conditioning either. That will be loaded up today, and then we will have our longer one tomorrow because I did take a rest day midweek. So what did we skip out on? We skipped our lower body, which we're making up for that now, and I think maybe we did need that rest. We've still had our session on Monday, and then we have our 30-minute cardio, which we're going to jump into. I'm going to jump into that after this, so it will be loaded for you later on today. And then we will have the conditioning and conditioning and Pilates tomorrow, which we would have had today. I have not loaded anything for your boxing because we have covered everything in the Hatton boxing. So what we could do is run through drills and things like that. Otherwise, if we're just going over that sort of stuff, it's just going to be movement, which you can do independently. You can do that by yourself. And you know, once you've learned the basics and you have a basic understanding of boxing, the best place for you to be is in the gym, in a boxing gym. You need to work with other people. Boxing is one of them things that you won't make progress by yourself. You need other people. So I might load another few little bits up there that you can go over, but if you just want to practice the combinations and stuff, you can always go back to the videos I have on there. Otherwise, it's just going to be movement. It's going to be it's something that you should be doing independently if you are a boxer or if you are just looking to get fit in that sense. So yeah, get yourself into a boxing gym. You need partner work. You need to be working with people. You can't get anywhere in boxing by yourself. All right. Let's go. Oh, I've lost my plate, so I can't do. All right, we'll leave or we'll use this. Okay, so if you do still have one plate available or a weight, let's get our leg lifts in. I don't think we've done them. Weight comes all the way up, and let's go for 20.
in.
Okay, drop that down. All right. Let's see, we're going to go 20 deadlifts, so we can go single leg for these and then we'll bring squats in. Or we could go deadlift and then squat. I'm not sure about this weight, I haven't lifted for a while. Okay, we'll see. All right, let's try deadlift to squat.
Did it.
So are we ready, guys? Let's go together. Deadlift and squat, we'll try. I wanted to go up to 20, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Okay, we'll try it. Okay, let's go. Take rest whenever you need it. And let's go again. We only got 5 in there. So it has been a while. And see, even with things that you're confident in, whenever you take a break, your strength is still there, but you need to give yourself time to build up. It's about putting that confidence back in yourself, and that's all it is. It's not that you've lost your strength or anything like that. You know, people go on holiday for a week and then when they come back they can't lift the same weights. It's in your head, it really is. And it just takes a minute to kind of reinstill that confidence in yourself, especially if you know you've been binge eating or you've been drinking, partying all week. That will sit in your mind, and that's all it is. You know you've been doing, you know what you've been doing, and that's why you don't have that confidence in yourself. And that is built through doing things, through the repetition.
Yeah, but I changed my load out.
Keeping the promises you make to yourself, doing the things that you say you're going to do. So when you take a break away from that, it just kind of, it doesn't set you back, it just throws you off a little bit in your mental, not in your body. Your body is able for it. Okay? If you know you've done it before, you can do it again. Let's go again. Okay, I think we'll stop that one there just because it's been a while and we have a lot to do. Okay, so we might not be getting a lot of repetitions in on this exercise, but we're still working the same body part as we move forward. So the accumulation of all the repetitions is enough. So I always say when I see people doing like 10 and 12 reps of an exercise and they just do 3 sets of an exercise and that's it. You need to be doing multiple. If you're working like that, you're going to have to do multiple exercises, or you're going to have to do more sets. But just doing 30 reps on your, say on your leg day, you just do 30 squats. It's not enough. It's really not. It's not going to get you anywhere quick. And that's why sometimes it takes people 5-6 years to build a little bit of muscle because of the way they're training. You can't just do them 3 sets of 10 and think it's enough. You can't. If you go into the gym and you do a leg session and it's an hour long and you've been working through that whole time, then you know you're getting enough work in, because you must have got at least 100 repetitions in there. At least, minimum. My leg days in the gym, I used to go to the squat bar and just squat. I'd end up doing about 250 squats, different weights, different. I'd do strength sets, and then I would do drop sets. I would do pyramid sets where I'm going up, taking it back down until you fail, and then that's when you know you've worked. So. But here we have a lot of components, so you may not be able to push yourself in that way, but that's all right. It's all right, because we're working on other things. Okay, let's bring that deck up. Again, we are coming back for these. So we've only got 10. That is all right. Let me just make a note of that so I know for next time. So if we were only focused on this exercise, then obviously we would keep pushing forward, but we have other things to get through. So. And we want to get back to the top and see if we can do any more with our single sides. Again, which is probably building more strength for us than these sets here. This is just additional. Okay, let's try 10 each side for our Bulgarians. And then we're going to have a sit and release to the bench. Now we should be able to go for 20 of those easy. Okay, get yourself set up. Grab a challenging weight. And let me just write this down as well. We've only got 10. Just 10 on each side. Okay, take a second. Prepare yourself for the work you're about to do, all right? We are working hard here, but we're about to be. So, this should be challenging. I think I made it a little bit too challenging just for today because I wanted to get those 20 reps for our deadlift and squat, but wasn't able to, obviously, because the weight was heavy. I was just feeling so good. And then I wasn't. Till I had to do something. All right, let's go. Are we ready? Bulgarians, lift that weight up. On board.
What did I say?
Weight is just rested on your traps there, so make sure you don't have it on your neck and you're able to move your head freely. And then if you need to drop the bar off, you just drop it behind you. Okay? Sit yourself down, bring the legs out long. I'll start with that side, will I? I can't get up with my leg that long. Okay, we are here. Pop that leg up, find your balance. Find your balance. Make sure you've got the distance between your knees, your hip width apart. Losing my words. Let's go for 10. Five more. Woo! Let's go 4. One more. Okay. Drop that weight off for a second. And then we just go to the other side. All right? Oh. It's funny how the weight feels heavy when you haven't lifted for a while. Oh, it feels good. But it's not heavy. And it's more important to keep your cardio level strong because it takes a lot longer to build that back up once you lose it. With strength, you can build yourself back within a couple of weeks. Well, so I've found. Some people can take up to 3 months, but again, it's a mental block. If you tell yourself you can do it, you will. And it's just as simple as that. And knowing that you've done it before, knowing what you're able for, just drives you a little bit quicker, I think.
I just think we get 2 seconds on tape.
Okay, we've just got 10 into the other side, and then we have our sit and release. So squat into the bench, releasing the feet, and then powering back up. That is our next one. Okay, and then we have windmills. We're gonna leave our reverse bar squat to the end. I don't know what it's called, is it? No, that's the curl we done. I think that was the Jefferson, the pullback. They're all named after people, so we'll just call it the Joe squat. The Joe special. Okay. Right, Bulgarians. Let's do this. Get yourself set up. Remember what side you should know because the other one will be feeling it. The leg that you just worked. Okay. All right. I'm not going to sit it down. I'm just going to start up top because I know the distance for myself. But if you need to, that is a good guideline for you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Do you? Sometimes I feel like I'm speaking a foreign language and no one understands. So, oh yes. Let's go for 7. 5 more. Let's go 4. We have to do these. My blanket's slipping. Just 2 more.
At least I did the spring.
One more. Okay. Drop the weight. All right. We have 20 squats. Release the feet, power them back through. Take a little breather.
I'll try to. Jack, I thought you watched with the spring then.
I'm not timing our rest here, so when you do strength sets, you can take 3 to 5 minutes between your sets to recover. Generally, men take longer recovery time because females have more pain receptors in their body, and that's why we can cope with more more kind of endurance style sessions, or we can tend to have longer work sessions without getting as fatigued as men. Don't ask me how it works, it's biology. That's not my sector, but it is, you can look it up. You can research that if you want to. It doesn't really mean much. Just take a longer time to recover and then you can jump back in. Generally, men go heavier than females. Generally. So again, that could have some impact. But then they have their load of testosterone, so of course that plays a role in it. Either way, we all work equally as hard, and you just take however long you need to take for yourself, and that's really it. So if you need longer recovery times, you can always pause and then jump back in when you're ready. If you're ready to go with me, we have had long enough now, then you can jump in and let's do our best. Do your best, whatever you're working with. Okay, sit and release. So I'm going to chop that off because it was sliding around when I was doing my Bulgarians and that didn't make me feel safe. Sit and release, 20 reps, windmills coming up. Next we're just going to use one single dumbbell, so nice light one to finish up before we go back to the top. One more run through if we have time, because our session is going to be quite long today. Okay, sit and release. Are we ready? Load up.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was.
On.
Jack, I did it.
Go for whatever grip feels good to you. Right now, look at that, I'm sweating. Oh. Alright. Alright, sit it down. Okay, find yourself a good position. Let's stand it up first and then we'll sit down and release the feet if we can, okay? So up, down, release. There's 1, 2, 3.
I'm fracturing.
4. So don't roll back when you lift your feet. You need control through center. So quads work hard to power yourself up from there. So stop, release.
I trapped you. I trapped you though. I
might actually stop there.
I trapped
So
you. Yeah,
again, just
I
10.
trapped you.
Yeah. Let's leave it there. We still have our cardio to jump into as well. And we will run back through, so don't worry, we'll get it in on the second round. Take a breather. Windmills, really nice one. Again, mobility. So we might go two-way for these. Straight leg and bent. So maximise the benefits there for us. We are using a lighter weight.
Stop panicking.
Okay, so we will have tension through the shoulders. Grab a weight that's suitable for that. I'm going to go slightly lighter because we have two-way, just up to 10.
Oh my gosh, stop panicking.
Right, go nice and wide with the feet first. Take a breather. Grab water from now if you need it, guys. We will take another 30 seconds here, 40 seconds. So it'll bring us to 103. Okay? Let me show you what we're doing. So while you do whatever else you need to do now, come nice and wide with the feet, and all you're going to do, let's start with the arms out, and then you're just rotating there. And then as you come back through, sit it down, rotate, and then back through. Okay? And that's one. We've got 15 seconds. Going 3, 2, 1. Just starting on one side first, okay? So what you could do is go for 10 here first, then go for your 10 squats, or mix it up if you want to. Let's go 7. Let's go 3 more. One more. Arms out to the side. Sit it down. Rotate and back through.
That's what he did to me.
Shoulders are going to get it too. 5 more. I'm glad I didn't pick the heavier weight because I was going to. Then I had to catch myself on there. Let's go 3 more. Hey. Bend the knees. Go down into that squat. Release the arm if you need to. Let's go 2. Oh. 1 more. Okay, let's pop it over to the other side. This is going to be a very long session. I think what we're going to do now is we'll run through our first 5 exercises that we had. So just body weight, just our body weight ones. And we'll have our marches in between. And then we'll have the same setup on Monday. So it's going to be exactly the same way, but we'll start with our weighted sets and drop down a little bit so we can get multiple rounds in. Okay? Because I know people are limited on time. And although I don't mind training for 2-3 hours, other people don't have that time to do that. So I do understand that as well. And I want you to be doing this. I want you to follow along. I want you to get the benefits. I want you to pick up these exercises and bring them into your own plans. Okay, let's go with the arms out wide. 10, 9, 8. Keep the legs straight. 7, make sure you come back to center. That's why we have our arms out, so we know where we are. 6, 5. Everything's stacked when you come back up top. 4. 3 more. 1. And go into those squats. Straight in if you can. Feeling this more for the shoulders and rotation from the spine. Full body. Okay, we're going to sit down into our squat now. Okay, so if you need to release that weight each time, do it. So you can start with your arms here and then just rotate as you go around. Otherwise, if you want that as a challenge and to keep the tension on your shoulders, arms come out to the side, sit it down. Try and fully lengthen as you go round. Stop complaining, Benny, or you can come off. 8, 7. Let's go 6 more. Last 4 here. Two more. Oh. Come on, you can do this. Arms out. 2. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. 1 hand release. Release that weight. Okay. All right. Take a breather here and then we run through our first 5 and we are done for today. If you do have time, you can always jump back in and run over multiple times with the exercises if you wanted to follow along in that way. It is totally up to you. Okay, let's go for our narrow squats. I'm going to take that plate back off, or I'll just work. Let me chuck this out of the way. We're not going to use that again until Monday. Okay? So we will just have our core and our cardio loaded today. Tomorrow is usually our rest day. Making it up. We're making it up. We will have our conditioning and our Pilates tomorrow. And our core, of course. So, there is that. Okay, narrow squats. Again, shoulders are working here. So if you need that lighter weight, take it for yourself. So we are using the deck. Okay, let's tidy up. Are we good? Yes. All right, we are good. We are go. Hands come out to the front for the first one, overhead for the second one, and we move forward in that way. Try and keep the heels down if you can. Feet are facing forward. We don't want a big distance between the feet. Keep them close. If you can, even bring them closer together and sit down from there. And I know a lot of people can do that. If you have good mobility, that is your, this is our natural, it's not so natural for me, but this is our, in our primal days, it was our position, but not anymore. So we start from here. Let's go. Oh, all right, bring the weight out to the front, bring it out. Oh, sit it down, don't lose your balance. I'm going to start from the top again. So I've just lost focus and imagine myself living in caveman times for some reason. I was born in the wrong era. Okay, sit it down. Overhead. Let's go 10 more. Okay, let's get a check on how we're doing here. Good. That is all right. We're getting there.
Yeah, but I did win against you.
Let's go 5 more. Let's go through. Hello. Refocus. We are here. One more. Oh, all right. Keep that weight with you because we're going for our marches. So we're keeping it nice and light this time through. All right, just roll the shoulders out a little bit. We didn't actually warm in, but we're not working with anything heavy. So always start with body weight. When you go to the gym, before you jump into your heavy sets, you start with warm-up sets. So I usually start with the bar. If I'm doing squats, I'll just go for some squats with the bar before I jump in. Warm through the body, get the fluid thrown through the joints. Find your depth, your distance, things like that. Okay, weight is going overhead. And also just to gauge how you feel. That's why it's good to warm up. It is good to get some warm-up sets in before you just try, because one day you might be lifting some heavy weight and then you go and try and lift that weight and then you just get stuck. Don't do that unless I'm there to see it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So usually if you, because it's usually the first couple of minutes, like, you know, when you go for a run, the first couple of minutes are really hard and then after that you fly through. Or with, same with your workout, you'll know after your warm up, if you really feel achy and fatigued and like, it's just too much and you can't lift your legs, you can't move your body, you feel heavy, then you know, okay, maybe today's not my day. You'll just know. So yeah, imagine feeling like that and not doing a warm-up set and then you jump straight in. Oh, that would be incredible to watch. Okay, let's go. Let's go for our taps. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit evil like that. I think it's hilarious. Unless someone gets hurt, but then it's even more funny. Let's go for our curtsy taps. Alright. Right, try. Drive the knee. It's all coming from there. We've done it on the first round through, so there's no reason we can't do it now. Absolutely no reason. We're nice and warm, we feel good. And even still, we're failing in a sense, but we're not. We're not. We're moving forward, we're pushing on. Let's go for 6 more. Next time, there's always next time. Let's go 5. That one just plonk. 4 more. Let's not rush through here. Take your time. It might take you slightly longer to get where you want to go, but just take your time, and I promise you, it's going to be much better when you do reach your end goal. The quality. So I know a lot of people who can do these exercises, but they have no control with the movements, and we want that control. It's no use being able to do these things and then only being able to do it a certain way, or having to go down and then bounce back up, and you can't hold it in any of the positions. You have to have control through your body. That's what we're working towards, that's what we're striving for. Power without control is useless. Let's go 2 more. Final one. Okay. All right. Let's switch it to the other side. Okay, are we trying? Are we still trying now? I know it's a longer session.
No, I can't.
Slow it down.
I can't do that. I'm all right.
Let's go for 7.
Oh, I do.
You are in
One of them
control
are
of your body.
One of them actually.
Once we're able to do these, guys, we will be able to start bringing the leg through. So we did kind of try a little bit, but then we jumped in the deep end, and that's what I'm talking about when I say you have to go through the stages. Because if we'd have carried on there, we would have just been forever disappointed with the pace we were moving at. You can work like that, but it will take you 10 times longer because you haven't broke it down for yourself to build that confidence, and you need them little wins along the way. You need them. It's what gives you that hope, gives you that little glimmer of light to know I can do this. Let's go for 2 more. And that's with anything. So when you're trying to do hard things, break it down, really break it down. Even if you think it's going to take you a super long time, it won't. When you go through the steps, it will take you shorter time doing it that way than it will if you just try and push yourself without having any of that in place.
What?
You need it. Confidence building. You have to build trust in yourself first. Without trust, there's nothing. It will just fall apart. You won't be able to do it. 11, 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring that weight down. Okay, if you want to try without that weight, you can absolutely try for yourself if you feel confident and ready for it. Otherwise, keep that weight there. Okay. Single legs, we have 10 per side. Okay. Elevation. Let's go. Elevate your heel. If you need to, otherwise just down, okay? Alright, again this leg's feeling funny today. Alright. We're good? Bring the arms out front, just for balance. If you can grab the foot, you can do that as well. Otherwise, don't get scared, just do it. We've done it before. Let's go for 9.
Bro, you took a slow. He does.
8 more.
He does.
Really nice and slow and controlled.
That counts that. No, 2 1. Yeah. No, because I got a point before.
We've got 7.
When we were playing with Jack. Yeah, it does. No, when we were playing with Jack. I think when we were playing with Jack.
You'll notice when you go down too fast, you feel that control slipping away from yourself as well. So I feel like the slower I go, the more in control I feel, and then I can come back up. So you need to be aware of these things. Once you recognise these little things and the patterns in your body and it's how you perceive it as well. So if I feel like I'm losing control, I won't be able to come back. I won't be able to get back up.
Yeah, you got to win this round to get a point.
You have to keep that feeling in yourself. It's your body, you're in control.
2-2.
Let's go for 5. Even though it's hard, we can do it. 4 more. So when you push yourself out of your comfort zone and you start to do new things, you learn a lot about yourself. Through movement, you do. I've learned so much about myself since I started training. Let's go 4.
What? I was behind you. 3, 2.
And you bring that into your life as well. So I've said it before, it doesn't just stop here. This is not just for your body. Let's go for 3. Two more. Final one.
Don't spray.
If you are struggling, ask yourself why. Why does this feel hard? Why are you feeling like that? What exactly is it? You should be able to pinpoint it, and if it's not in your body, it's in your head. So if you can't pinpoint what's going wrong, then it's not an issue with the movement, it's an issue that you need to address with yourself. Okay.
Oh, why did we get slow?
We've got 10 here, and then we have our
Always get slow.
marches.
Wait, what?
Okay, and then we are almost there. We have our single leg roll-ups if we can. We're going to try our best with those. I know we can come up with both feet, so let's really try to push. Okay? Don't be scared of... There's no failure because you're trying. So I don't want you to feel like because you can't do something, you're failing. You'll be failing if you don't try. You'll be failing yourself. You have to try to get it or you never will. Let's go for 10.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't let you shoot the air. It's only you can touch the floor. Yeah.
I held it for too long.
Yeah, I'm just saying stop. You didn't let me finish.
You go for 8 more.
Maybe let me finish. Yeah, and then I was going to say something else, and then you instantly say something. Maybe let me finish.
Billy,
What?
is that how you talk to your friends? Let's go for 7. Something's not right. Let's go for 6. Shake it out, reset, refocus. We can do this. Okay. You ready? Five more. Breathe in as you go down. Okay, this is going to help you. That's what you're missing. Next one, we're going to get it. 4 more.
No, it's up to 7.
Let's go. Try again. 3.
Oh my God.
We have 3 more tries.
Wait, have you got it together?
For today.
No, I don't have it. I don't think it's.
2 more.
What? How did you shoot me like that? Wait, sorry, you have to go.
Almost. Final one. Okay. All right. We did our best. We did what we can. Next time will be better. Okay. What do we have? Okay, let's go for our marches while we're here. So weight comes up all the way overhead, just 20, 20, 19, 18. Just 5. And let's go for our single legs and try and roll it up. Did we use the weight last time? Because that might help. It might. Could be the missing piece of the puzzle. Shall we try it? Okay, if you want to try with the weight, try with the weight. If you don't want to, you don't have to. At this point, if you've made it this far, you have done a lot of work and I'm proud of your effort, whatever it looks like, okay? Will I try with the weight? I'm going to try without it. Well, it is easy. No. No. Okay. All right, so single legs all the way down. We're just going for 5 now on each side. Okay. So our foot is flat this time. So if we're going down like this from now, we know we can do it. So we can try that next time. Okay? All right. Are we ready? Let's go. It's like the little bit of excitement you get and then it's gone. You get so happy and then deflation. Why do I love that feeling? It's that little bit of excitement. Oh, let's go for 4 more. Come on. We've got 3. I'm not happy right now. I know we're going to do these. So, when I can't do something, I do get frustrated sometimes, but I don't see it as failing, and you shouldn't see it in that way, because when you put that in your head, it spins a negative. It's like putting a negative on what you're doing, and it's not, it's positive. It should make you happy, because if you're making that small step towards what you want, you're going to get it. Eventually you will. You just have to keep working. So it's a bit like, oh, but then at the same time it's really exciting. Oh, we'll go for 2 more. I just like rolling around on the floor for some reason. Let's go for 2. We're going to bring our roly-polies back in. Let's go 1 more. Just 1 more. And then we have our shrimp squats. So we're just going to work into the other side first, of course. 1 more there. Okay. You can hang out there for a second, and then we'll switch to the other side, and then we will get our marches in and move to our shrimp squats, and then we are done. Okay? Ah. I'll show you the other squat variation as well. So if you do want to jump in and get a couple of sets of those, I'm going to drop weight off for it though. It has been a long time and you do need good mobility. So where are we at? Other side working now, just 5. Okay, we good? Yes. One day we'll look back and laugh. I mean, we're already laughing, so that's a good thing. That's the good thing. You have to be able to laugh at yourself and have fun along the way. Let's go for 4. And then it will just make it even more better when you do get there, because you'll be like, oh my God, what was I at? Let's go for 3. But you have to start somewhere. You have to. Let's go 2 more. I remember when I was learning to deadlift. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I had no idea what I was doing, and I walked across the whole gym. I got one of the trainers to show me how to do it, and he showed me the position, but actually now looking back, he showed me the wrong thing, because he had his back really arched like that, and I was saying to him, my back doesn't do that. I don't know how to do that. So he had me in that position, really arched though. It wasn't natural for me, and I walked across the gym because I didn't want to lose the position. Because I knew if I stood back up, I wouldn't be able to get back down like that again. So oh my gosh, I was just so cute. Oh. Oh. Like, this is way back when I thought 20 kg was heavy. Oh God. Well, not way back, it's only going back 5 years. Let's go 1 more. But imagine if I had some proper guidance back then. And that's another reason why, because I've done so much research and done different courses, strength courses, conditioning courses, all these different things to come and build myself up, work on my knowledge, because when I found fitness, it came naturally to me, all the things that I was being shown, apart from deadlift, because he was showing me wrong. That's why that didn't come natural, so that's my excuse there. But but to think, if you had have had that little bit of guidance along the way, how much more you could have progressed. But then again, when you've done it all yourself, and you've been through and you've seen all the different sides of it, and you know, the gym culture and politics and the other side to it, yeah, I'm grateful for it. I'm happy for it. But I could have cut out a lot of crap along the way, but it maybe wouldn't have brought me to where I am today. So yeah, we all have to start somewhere, and as long as you make that first step, you will end up exactly where you're supposed to be. All right, we're going to go overhead. Because if there wasn't all this misinformation out there, there would be nothing for you to kind of what's the word? Oh, I've lost my word, but there wouldn't be anything for you to think about. There would be nothing for you to go and be like, well, hang on a minute, that doesn't seem right. Or, you know, when people say certain exercises work different parts of your body, I used to always be told that leaning forward in your exercises, so you know, with the Bulgarians and stuff like that, I was always told that works your legs. It works your glutes, but you won't know that until you build muscles and you start to feel it working for yourself. So that's mainly how I've been able to discover a lot of the things that I have through my body. So Yeah, sometimes you have to go through all that stuff, and then once you build up your muscles, you just find different ways of working it for yourself that are more beneficial. And it's not like people say. So if they haven't got the muscles there, how do you know it works that muscle when you haven't got the muscle's not fired up? So it doesn't work it doesn't. So yeah, there is a lot of things that are just not right, and you won't know until you discover for yourself. So yeah. It's crazy, it's a crazy world. But everyone's out there trying to make money off their little programs, or some people are actually, they have good intentions, but they're just uneducated. Or they just don't know. So, you know, try and have that discernment for yourself, and don't listen to everything. Even I might tell you some things and you think, hang on, that doesn't work for me. It doesn't have to work for you, but it might work for someone else. So everyone has their own approach to these things. So what works for one person might not work for the other person. And unless you know that person and how their body works, you can't generalize. You can to a certain extent with the basics. So with your compound movements, with your squats, with all that sort of stuff. But again, when I first started training, I was always told never to go over, knees should never track over the toes. And I found that actually I want my full range of motion. So there's no, why am I not going over the toes? With heavy lifting in certain situations, it's not incorrect, but again, it's not accurate. So there's a lot of information out there that is just, it's not accurate for every individual. So you have to have that discernment for yourself and look at different things and kind of decide for yourself which direction you're trying to go in. Because if you want to be big and bulky and you don't want to work through your full range of motion, then there's no reason for you to go over the toes. There's no reason for you to do mobility or try and have any flexibility in your body. You just go as heavy as you can, and that's it. And even with powerlifting, you don't. They're not so focused on correct form or technique. You just get the weight up any way you can. And so it's different for all different type of whatever you're trying to achieve is going to be different. So yes, let's go for our shrimp squats. We're going to grab that foot in the band just to pull back, so if you need that there, edge yourself in. Again, this exercise, there's not really any good reason for a lot of people to be doing this unless they want to be strong in their single legs, or they're working towards doing the pistol squat or the dragon squat as we are. Then there's no, well, there is benefits from them doing it, but there might not be a point, because if they're just trying to build up as much muscle as possible, this is a harder way to do it. So it doesn't make sense. Just go on the machines if that's what you want to do. If you don't want that functional movement or to have any strength or skill, you just want muscles, you don't have to do anything other than lift weights. There's no need. Just target the muscle and that's it. Don't worry about your ligaments, your joints or anything else. Okay, let's go to the other side. Just 5, and then we are done. Okay, so we're almost nearing up to the 2 hours, so if we had have gone on, the uploads take significantly longer time as well when they go over 1 hour. And I was having a lot of errors too, so when I did have the longer uploads there, that's why I tried to keep it to 60 minutes, which is quite tough for me to do. 2 more. and release that leg. You really feel that. I like that one. Okay. Arms up, last 20 here, arms all the way over the head, let's go 20. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and release that weight. Well done guys. Chuck whatever you don't need out of the way now. And I just want to show you quickly, so I did promise you that from Monday, from last week, that I was going to show you. So let me just chuck these weights off my bar first. All right. Okay, just grab water or do whatever you need to do now. That can go back there. All right. Okay, so if you have a barbell, if you are working with a barbell, okay, I'm not sure what this is going to look like. This is one that I would have done in my previous life, but I've only ever actually done this a couple of times. So when I was trying to strengthen up my knees, and when I couldn't hold the bar on my shoulders, when I was injured shoulders. So again, it's quite a nice one if you have injuries or restrictions, but it can build strength in a unique way that you don't see a lot of people doing. And you need good mobility to come down into that squat. So again, ankle mobility here is a must. If you have the actual Olympic bar, it would be higher up, so you wouldn't have to come so low. But, so I am lifted onto my heels, but you don't want to be there. You want your heels down, okay? From here, you would just lift the bar up and then glide it up your legs. So try not to get caught there. So let's try a couple of reps here. I'm not going to go all the way down because I can't get that low. So just there. Of course, it gets a lot harder with the heavier weights, and you can try that. So you'll feel your quads fire up from that straight away. So it's like a reverse deadlift, kind of, because it targets the front. When you go for a deadlift, it targets the posterior. When you go for it that way, it targets the front. And you need a lot of mobility to be able to go down and sit it down in that low position there. So give it a try. Give it a try, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. And we will be back later on today with the cardio that I have promised you. Core is coming up, and then we'll be back tomorrow with our conditioning and Pilates. Core, as always, will be there. And then next week is our final week. We have 3 days left of the month after that, and I will see if we might just get some fun ladder sets in there for you. Have a great day, guys. I will see you soon. Take care.